Hi, this is Kai with SeriousWatches and welcome to our Watch of the Month, September 2021. Now, if you've not seen this segment before, in this video we'll discuss our favorite Watch of the Month. Now, this is not necessarily the best Watch of the Month because the best one tends to be the most expensive one, which would be a bit boring or unfair. So we go through all of the new watches that we've had arrive in September and pick out the one that's the most interesting, that offers the best value for money, or that is just really stands out and deserves to be our Watch of the Month. Coming in at number 4, it's the Audaz OCTOMARINE, the new colorways. Because this model series has been around for a little while, but the Audaz has recently introduced some very new exciting colorways. And let me just show you my favorite one. It's this light blue beauty with a great, gorgeous, dark blue ceramic bezel. It's just a very nice, affordable diving watch. Very well made, solid, thick. It's just a very cool watch, great value for money. That's why we love the OCTOMARINE series so much, and especially in these new colorways, it really adds some new spice to the mix, so to speak. Just a classic Audaz model, and Audaz is renowned for doing great watches at great prices. They tend to be a bit bulkier, so this may not, as you can see, it's pretty thick, so it's not for everyone. But overall, if you want an affordable diving watch, very well made, good specifications, this Audaz, you can hardly fault it. Might be a bit thinner, but then again, some people really do like the bulk of it because it is a hefty watch. It's well made, very solid links. Yeah, it has a ton of wrist presence and it looks phenomenal. The colorways just gorgeous, and it comes in, I believe, 6 or 7 different colorways, new colorways, and they all have a very nice fresh look to them. So I would definitely check those out, and they definitely belong in our top watches of September. Coming in at number 3, it's well, I have to say it is our best-selling watch of September. So this one is a very hot release, and generally all Zelos watches tend to be. This one is the Zelos MAKO V3 Titanium. So this is a new iteration of the MAKO V3, which again is the 3rd iteration of the MAKO series. But this one, it's fully titanium, which means lightweight, very comfortable, and that's just a great thing to have on a dive watch. For some reason, some brands really go for the heavy solid diving watches. Well, if you're actually diving, you don't want to have half a kilo on your wrist dragging you down because you may drown. So that's why I recommend titanium, to avoid you from drowning. But no, in all seriousness, titanium is just a very comfortable material, and Zelos just makes very good, well-made watches. They're very just phenomenal, and the dials that they do, you can't go wrong with the Zelos, and that's why they're so popular. We still have a few left of certain colorways, but let me just show you this gorgeous teal model. Teal is a color that really was made pretty popular with Zelos. They were one of the first to really introduce it. You see it a lot more among other brands and even bigger brands. I know that Orient is working on a model with a similar teal colored dial, so it's really a fashionable color, and that's just Zelos. They have their own design DNA. They really push things without being too awkward. It's not like 7 Friday where all of a sudden things are in a different spot, but they, especially the dials, they do them really well and in a very original way. Now this watch, all about comfort. It has the crown at 4 o'clock, so it's a bit more comfortable, not digging into your wrist. Of course, the titanium, it is lightweight, it's not like a feather, it doesn't feel like a very cheap watch, but it's more comfortable. The clasp has a diver's extension or way of extending it, very good thing to have as well. Of course, sapphire glass, mechanical movement, everything you could wish for. Now, Zelos are very popular watches, so they do tend to sell out really quickly, which is probably the biggest downside of the brand, but it also makes it extra special to actually get one. So that's why we're very happy to have this Zelos at number 3 in our top 4 of September. Coming in at number 2, it's an Edox. It is the Edox SKYDIVER limited edition 80126 series. So there's 2 different colorways, a black and a green one. This model, it's a 600 piece limited edition, lovely box as usual with a nice watch roll, extra strap, but the watch itself, it is also a gorgeous watch. Let me just show you this black version. Now, as you can see, it's a very nicely classic design. It's very rudimentary, but also done in a very stylish way. Beautiful domed glass, just an elegant case. Yeah, it's just a phenomenal looking watch. I love that classic diving watch. Of course, the dimensions are pretty contemporary. It's not too small, so it does have plenty of wrist presence, but it's just very well made with the gorgeous vintage style lume. Yeah, just can't fault this watch, and it's a 600 piece limited edition, so that makes it extra special, especially from a company like Edox. Those limited editions do tend to sell very, very well. Yeah, just a lovely, gorgeous watch. If you like this vintage style and you want a very well made Swiss diving watch, then this one, it's a lovely choice. The green one as well, it's gorgeous, great fit for everyone, and this competes with several of the other more vintage style divers that are out there presently, but this one, they do things really well, especially the glass is lovely. So as an authorized retailer of Edox, we're very proud to have them. It's an amazing watch, great limited edition, and those Edox limited editions do tend to sell pretty quickly. So again, not a model where I would expect them to sell out tomorrow, because we stocked up quite a lot. When we saw them announced, we were like, we need this model in our collection, but don't wait too long, as always with Edox. So a very worthy number 2. Now coming in at number 1, if you've seen our previous video, which we'll put a link up in here, it's not a big surprise, because it's the Squale. We've become an authorized dealer of Squale in September, and of course one of their watches had to be the number 1, because we're very proud to be an authorized dealer of Squale watches, and it is the SQUALEMATIC. Now, especially in this blue colorway, it is an absolutely phenomenal watch. This stands out. It is gorgeous, it's very well made, it's still elegant, even though it's not the smallest watch in the world. And personally, I think on this tan leather strap, even though it's not suitable for like actual diving, it does look very, very good. But especially the highlight for me personally, it's that bezel. It's just so gorgeous, so very well made. And of course the blue dial, it really, really pops. Now, if you've seen the other video I've mentioned before, Squale is very good at making actual diving watches. They don't pretend to be making dress watches, they make diving watches, and they do that very well within their design DNA, and this model really encapsulates that as well. It's just very elegant, ticks all the boxes, crown at 4 o'clock for extra comfort, so even though if you have a smaller wrist, this can still accommodate it. It's just very well made, it looks gorgeous, just a very nice diving watch. Of course, entirely made in Switzerland, Swiss-made Salida movement in there. Yeah, you can hardly fault this watch, and I think just based on appearances, that's why we picked this watch to be number 1. It's just really, really pretty, very cool. And of course, we have several different colorways. We have one with a lovely brown dial as well, so if maybe you're looking for a watch for Christmas dinner, then perhaps this one would be a bit much, but the brown one is absolutely stunning as well. And even if this watch is too big, we have several other Squale watches in our collection. Overall, if you're looking for a diving watch, you should definitely check out Squale as well. And that was it. That was our number 4 collection of September 2021. Now, of course, next month we'll have another video coming up with the watches of October. Maybe we'll do another video in the meantime. Subscribe to our channel, hit like if you like it, and until the next video, thank you.